What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having a tolerable Monday. I will say our march to 1 million subscribers continues. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope today will be the day I earn your subscription. There's a little red subscribe button right down below the video. I cover everything from entertainment, technology, tech censorship, YouTube, just about everything here, 3 to 5 times a day. Subscribe now. So over the weekend, the few people that still watch Saturday Night Live got a special treat. That's right. Bill Burr was doing the opening monologue. He was the guest on the show. I'm a big fan of Bill Burr. His comedy is a take no prisoner style. And while he's obviously, I would say, very progressive, he's also not PC, which to me is 100% cool. It's really the PC culture and the replacing all these words and stuff that I don't like. One thing I do like, though, is when all my subscribers are protected from all the nefarious data collectors out on the internet. You need a VPN for that. Check out this special offer. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. In current year, basically everyone should be using a VPN. What is a VPN? Well, it stands for Virtual Private Network. With Private Internet Access, all of your traffic goes through a secure VPN tunnel, your IP address is hidden, and your data is encrypted. Private Internet Access is available for all platforms: Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and many others. They have a strict no logs policy. You can use one subscription to protect up to 10 devices at a time. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can start getting your digital privacy for less than $3 a month. And reviewers love Private Internet Access. CNET rated it as, quote, spectacular, and it got PC Mag's Editor's Choice Award for the past 5 years. You can access geo-restricted content from websites, YouTube included, social media networks, find better deals online, play games blocked in your region, and protect your identity by keeping your data encrypted. Pick up this awesome offer available just to my subscribers. It's located in the pinned comment below as well as the description. Start protecting yourself today. Now, you don't have to use that VPN, but I think all my viewers should be running a VPN, and they've given you a special offer in the pinned comment down below. Now, Bill Burr, one of the best comedians out there right now, had his stand-up where he pointed out that white women have co-opted the woke movement. And Twitter, of course, lost their collective minds. He talked about cancel culture, and Twitter, of course, took the bait. And a lot of people really offended by some of the things that Bill Burr said about the woke movement and people of color are busy today Googling who Bill Burr's wife actually is. He is married to a black woman. That might shock and appall some people, but it's not like he's completely uneducated on things. Now, there's all sorts of articles flowing out today. Bill Burr's brash sports taunting gets awkward due to racial injustice in Saturday Night Live skit. Since sports returned from being shut down with the COOF, studio and debate shows have enjoyed being able to talk about live games again, rather than whether or not the season will be played or what sort of protocols will be in place. This weekend, Saturday Night Live attempts to parody the difficulties on the sports air shoutfests have become to head sticking to sports, especially when black broadcasters feel compelled to comment on what's happening in the real world. Along with the platform, the athletes and their respective sports leagues should utilize for social justice. In a skit called The Sports Debate, host Bill Burr played analyst Gil Scott, who's all too eager to jump on his colleague Hall of Fame wide receiver Kevin Cash Dozer for picking the Buccaneers to beat the Bears on Thursday Night Football. Scott has planned several on-air shenanigans, such as bringing out a giant baby bottle to rub Dozer's face in the Bears' win, but Dozer has other weightier matters than football in mind. I didn't watch the game after hearing about Kareem Jenkins, said Dozer, the black man who had a terrible run-in tonight. The black host of The Blitz, Michelle Compton, echoed her colleague's sentiments. Football just wasn't that important. Suddenly, Scott's elaborate stunt of having a luxury steak dinner served to him at the studio desk while wearing a wool bear cap was entirely inappropriate. Even more awkward is him trying to join in his black colleagues in their sadness over the event and acting like he didn't watch much of the football game either. So that it was so important to him just minutes earlier. And man, he really wants that steak. Of course, this poking fun at, and again, like I said, if you didn't think Bill Burr was a progressive, this will point out to you, in fact, he is. He's basically saying like, hey, athletes should be able to, you shouldn't be separating sports from everything going on out there. This is obviously something I disagree with Bill Burr on, but nonetheless, he is a no prisoners kind of person. Comedian Bill Burr cheered and then blasted for his joke about white women and woke culture on Saturday Night Live. I'll probably get canceled. Yes, Bill Burr saw the backlash coming early in his opening monologue, Saturday Night Live. In retrospect, it wasn't really all that hard to be so prophetic, considering his material touched on everything from wearing masks to gay pride and race. He even made a crack about grandparents dying from the coof.
There's too many people. It's a dream come true. If you're that dumb and you want to kill your own family members, by all means do it.
Viewers, of course, could have picked any number of his jokes to get offended by. They're jokes, by the way. The comedian's take on white women hijacking woke culture is what made Bill Burr a trending sensation on Twitter. Somehow, white women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression and stuck themselves into the front of the line, he said, adding that he's never heard so much complaining in my life from white women. Unsurprisingly, it didn't take long for the internet outrage machine to fully blow up, but there was also plenty of love to counter the hate. Bill Burr, SNL Open about cancel culture, has him wanting to get canceled so good. There's no real, quote, time for the Bill Burr monologue, but I'll tell you what, now is not it. Made about 1 minute into Bill Burr's SNL monologue before I had to change the channel. In this culture moment, SNL really thought the best choice for a host was a white male stand-up ranting about cancel culture. Ouch. Well, if Bill Burr was fazed by the reaction, you wouldn't know it from his tweet on Sunday. Thanks to Lauren the cast. Can't thank all these people enough for crushing it, being so nice. He just doesn't even address it. I had to change the channel. SNL host Bill Burr divides fans after controversial opening. Now, I don't know how much of this I can show, and editor Sean's going to have to probably slice and dice it, but I'll show you a little bit of it because it's funny.
They're trying to cancel John Wayne. It's like, yeah, dude, God did that 40 years ago.
Wearing a gray face covering, the 52-year-old comedian hosted the second episode of the season. Burr described the woke movement as one revolving around people of color not getting opportunities that they deserve. Quote, it was unclear whether this was explicitly referring to BLM movement after everything that went on. Somehow, white women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression and stuck themselves in the front of the line. He added that he's never heard so much complaining about white women.
I've never heard so much complaining in my life from white women. My life is so hard with my SUV and my heated seats. You have no idea what it's like to be me.
He then questioned the length of Pride Month in June, asking the audience if Pride Month is a little long, don't you think? Fans quickly took to Twitter, some criticizing Burr for being insensitive, and the way he addressed the topics made it about 1 minute in. Bill Burr with the gay pride joke, not it. The crowd doesn't even know if they should laugh or not. Those are the best jokes. Those are the best jokes because you shouldn't have to know if you're allowed to laugh. A joke is funny, you laugh at it. You know, sometimes a joke is a little dark or something like that, and maybe you feel a little guilt laughing at it, but that's okay. We need to get back to times like this. Other comedians praised, saying, I love that Bill Burr made a perfect joke about white women making everything about us, and a bunch of white women on Twitter lost their minds because they think it was a mean joke, thus proving his point. Another user praised Burr for speaking the truth. Me seeing all these white women mad at Bill Burr for speaking the truth on SNL. Bill Burr calling out white women for supporting white patriarchal order in America for centuries. I mean, he went on to say part of it was him saying, you stood by and profited from all these things.
You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money. And occasionally, when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual. Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did.
Then you see Skylar Baker Jordan saying, Bill Burr's opening monologue was just obnoxious and misogynistic. It's 2020. Someone tell him calling women the B word isn't funny. That was the joke. That was the joke, you clown. You get that, right? Him using that word instead of women was the joke. Now he's complaining about Gay Pride Month. I don't know who finds this funny. I guess some people do because he has a career. I'm not one of them. I just want to point out to all of you calling me a snowflake or saying it's just comedy or take a joke. Nowhere did I say cancel Bill Burr or he shouldn't be hosting. I just found it misogynistic, obnoxious, and unfunny. Of course, he gets completely destroyed. And you see a lot of people really praising him, saying he does not give one single F, and stuff like that. Bill Burr makes valid points about cancel culture, trying to cancel everything in sight, then delivers jokes designed to prove that exact point, and Twitter took the bait. Comedy is not for you. It's about you. It's amazing Bill Burr is trying to be woke while being a misogynistic piece of garbage. White male privilege is strong within this Louis C.K. clone. 499 comments to 890s. It's good to see like a fair amount of ratio. Who told Bill Burr he, a straight white man, should try to tackle spicy things in the worst way possible in a Saturday night monologue? It's overall a hilarious thing, and it's still trending right now. Bill Burr pissed off a lot of people with his Saturday Night monologue. Bill Burr is the best, just the GOAT. Went on the show with a bunch of woke fans and relentlessly made fun of woke people, garnering reactions like this. Let's see. My whole family walked out of the room. He is tone deaf and horrible. Signed a mom in her 50s. Way to blow it after a great opening skit. SNL. So disappointing. What this is confirmation bias coming out. And you're seeing, they're like, oh, no, you're just supposed to make fun of the right kind of white people, not the fake woke white ones that populate areas like Twitter. That's not what I paid to see on Saturday Night Live. I mean, he does not give one single F, and he ended it all. Just had a worried, neutered crowd who's afraid to laugh at it. When you do Bill Burr material for non-Bill Burr fans, you're going to get a lot of nervous laughter and a lot of backlash. But Bill knew that was going in and said, F it, let's do it. Probably picked some extra awkward stuff like defending John Wayne and admitting to not knowing what gay pride is and clowning on the dramatic white women of the world, specifically knowing that it would rile these people up. Never mind the fact that he balanced it out while making fun of anti-maskers and defended people of color. We'll just ignore that and focus on the bit about praising bullying. Get out of here. That's about as balanced of a Bill Burr act as you're going to get, and these people got it for free. As a matter of fact, they might have gotten to get paid to see it. That's right. Saturday Night Live pays their audience. I don't know if you knew that. Bill Burr, again, very progressive guy, but his comedy kind of pokes fun at all sides, which is exactly it. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you don't understand comedy. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.